I had a teacher, an art teacher, that made me feel good about myself and encouraged me. And when I told her that years later, she said to me, "What do you mean? I didn't encourage you to do art. I didn't think that was a good profession." and I said to her, "You encouraged me to be myself and believe in myself." So it's the little things that give young girls value. And it can come from a teacher, it can come from a neighbor, it can come from a relative. I was a kid, like many young kids, that wasn't afraid of anything. And I really had no fears. And a lot of children don't have fears. They learn to have fears. As I grew into a teenager, I became very self-aware of my imperfections, very critical of myself. Never really felt good enough. Everything from how I looked to my thoughts, and I think that happens to a lot of girls. They grow up, their opinions of their peers and the opinions of society and just all of the molds we're supposed to fit into. If we don't fit perfectly into those molds, we don't feel accepted and we don't feel good enough. It was raising my own daughter and teaching her to be confident and then seeing her be confident that made me realize there's no reason for me not to be confident now. There's no reason for me not to embrace who I am. And if I couldn't embrace who I was, how was my daughter going to embrace who she was? I realized I had a voice with my artwork. I could say something through my artwork. I could deliver a message through my artwork. So what was that message going to be? I realized how important it is for young girls to believe in themselves. How you doing? Good to meet you. I'm trying to get young girls to recognize that part of themselves that's not afraid to try things and aren't afraid of what people are going to think, and just go with what feels good to them, you know? Girl Noticed is a project that I came up with about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, send a positive message. I don't know, do you know anything about the project, Maggie? I was inspired to start this project to show all young girls and even women who maybe had lost that hope and that desire to do things like, you know, of what makes them feel good about themselves, to show them they have value and that there's so much that this should be noticed about them. I send out for nominations, and girls and women of every age are nominated.
I am a peer counselor and educator for teen dating abuse.
My name is Rosie. Notice me for my musical talent. It's awesome.
And I don't go into a real long interview process with that particular person, just because I want whoever I'm drawing, as much as I want to lift them up and recognize them, they really represent everyone like them. So if I choose someone that's a stage 4 cancer survivor like I did in California, well, she's representing all women who have fought cancer and have survived cancer. So as much as I'm recognizing her, I'm recognizing all women like her. This is the mom I'm painting first. I'm doing a mother and daughter. Mom's name is Cheryl, and she's super influential in this community. Cheryl has been helping refugees that are in this community that come into the Cincinnati, Camp Washington area She helps them learn job skills. She helps them just get acclimated and have a place to go. She just opened up a welcome center right down the street from where the mural is. It opens this Sunday.
The idea has evolved from a boutique into, let's just make it a real welcoming place where people want to hang out, make things, and we'll have items for sale. And it's a chance for people from Cincinnati to come in and meet their newest neighbors and people that they may not interact with normally.
So often, I believe, refugees come into a community and they don't know their value. They don't know their place in that community. And she's giving them a place in community. She's giving them a place in their neighborhood where they feel comfortable, accepted, and loved. Chloe, when I met her, she is such an open, loving young woman. She's confident and she's secure in herself, but she's the first person, if you were in a crowded room, that you'd want to go walk up to and say hello to, because she's so welcoming.
I feel like I have a connection with people. There's like an unknown story and I just want to listen to it.
We're bringing a group of women down from the Welcome Center, and they're going to take a look at the mural for the first time.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I cannot believe how much it looks like me.
Mente y manos maravillosas, decirlo.
So your brain and your hands are wonderful.
Oh, thank you. To have the two of them to represent family, to represent community, the idea that these are people that embrace their community and embrace each other and everyone around them. And when I met them, it was so obvious that I made the right choice. My goal with Girl Noticed is to make it to all 50 states. Cincinnati, Ohio, it's my 10th state in the project that I've done murals in. Each place, the story is different. I'd love to revisit some of the places that I've been, and I stay in touch with all the girls that I end up noticing and the women that I notice and see how they're doing. All the murals always have some sort of wording that go along with them, and I never know what that wording's going to be until I'm finished painting the faces. The two people that I portrayed here, I feel like that's what they're all about. They're about their family, they're about their friends, they're about embracing life, and they're about bringing this community together and the people in their community together and making it the best place that it can be for them. I never signed my name to the murals. It's really not about me. I want the message to be spread. That's the most important thing to me. Yay! It's done.
She did a great job. That's really good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, she even has your braces. How cool is that? Wow, I love it. Lori, you did such a great job. I love it.
Is it weird?
It is so weird, but it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, you guys inspired those words for sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for being you. If my artwork can influence young girls to believe in themselves and to feel better about themselves and believe that they can be themselves and not have to change for anyone, then I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing and need to be doing as an artist and as a human being.